Hi, guys. I'm Judy Elmore, and I'm a freelance editor with Black Wolf Editorial Services. For the past month, for most of November, writers from around the world have been taking part in the NaNoWriMo Challenge. For those of you who don't know what the NaNoWriMo Challenge is, it's basically where we dedicate ourselves to our craft, to writing our books, and we are aiming for 50,000 words. Well, 50,000 words may seem like a lot, but you know what? It may not be enough to actually finish your novel. So let's say you did hit your 50,000 words. Now what do you do? The first thing you're going to do is you are going to ask yourself whether you have actually finished your novel. Your novel is not finished until you've written those two little precious words, the end. And you know what? Once you've achieved that, that is accomplishment on itself. You better be celebrating, because if you're not, I'm going to celebrate for you. But 50,000 words may not be what you need to write to hit the end. I mean, it depends on the genre that you're looking at and the edge category that you're looking for. Let's face it, adult science fiction and fantasy can clock in at 120,000 words. That's a bit more than 50,000. So let's say you have actually finished your novel and you have actually written the end. Your first step is you are going to back away and you are going to go and celebrate, because that is a massive achievement. And you're going to put that manuscript into that metaphorical drawer. You've got to give yourself some distance, because if you don't, you are not going to be able to edit it, because that is your second step. You need to edit and rewrite, and then edit and rewrite some more, and then edit and rewrite some more, and rinse and repeat, and it can go on for quite some time. Over the course of the next couple of months, I'm going to be putting out a series of videos to help you understand what it's going to take to edit your novels. In December, we're going to look at what the stages of editing are, and I'm also going to give you some self-editing tricks from the editor's hat, things that I use myself within my own writing. I'm going to talk about show versus tell and what it means and how do we actually use it. In January, I'm going to talk a bit more about some of the self-editing editor tricks, some of the things that I use myself, but we're also going to delve into the idea of depth of perception, and we're going to talk about where you can find critique partners and beta readers and what the difference is between them. And we're going to talk about how to handle feedback and actually giving feedback, because if you're going to work with critique partners, you got to be able to do both. And in February, we're going to look at what it's like to actually find a freelance editor, how you might go about finding one, what it's like to work with an editor, as well as what is publishing and the steps of publishing. This webinar series is going to be free for everyone. However, it will only be accessible through my website, and that's blackwolfeditorial.com. Anyone can see the videos. You do not need to be a subscriber to my website if you want to see these. But here's the thing. If you are a subscriber to my newsletter, you will gain access to supplement materials that will go along with these videos, and that might include copies of the slides or little additional handouts, checklists. Who knows? You never know what information I might throw up there. So why would you want to trust me? Well, I've been a freelance editor since 2015. But I'm also a writer myself, and I have been writing both nonfiction and fiction for over 20 years. I have worked with a variety of different writers from around the world in multiple different genres, and I myself love working in cross-genre thrillers. So you're talking, romantic suspense, or you're talking paranormal romance, high fantasy. Oh, give me a good sword and sorcery. I love sword and sorcery. But I do love my explosions and military thrillers, and I'm just right in there. I have a certificate of professional editing and proofreading, and I am actually a professional member to the Institute of Professional Editors in Australia, IPED. There are so many different reasons why I can say, hey, you want to actually take a look at what I do, but at the end of the day, the only one who can really make that judgment as to whether I'll be able to help you will be you. In the meantime, if you have any questions about writing, editing, or anything along those lines, feel free to drop me a line, and you can find me on Twitter, and that's at blackwolf_ed, or you can find me on Facebook, and that's Black Wolf Editorial, or you can drop me a line through my website, and that's blackwolfeditorial.com. If you are interested in my personal projects and my own personal writing, then you can find me on Twitter, and that's at Judy L. Moore, or you can find me at my website, judylmoore.com. Meanwhile, I look forward to helping you take your writing to the next level.